Well guys, here she is, Gibson Sheryl Crow acoustic. Look at that bad boy, and look at all the bloody dust as well. It's a 2000 model, so it's 18 years old. And there's Sheryl Crow's autograph. There we are. But she's been a great guitar. There's a few dings on it, like that one there. But she plays great. Big sound, big sound. If you're thinking of buying a big sounded resonating acoustic, then the Gibson Sheryl Crow model will do you good and proud. Here's what she sounds like with old strings. These strings have been on, they're rusty. They're rusty, you can now hear how a lot of bottom end on there. But always love the neck on this. It's like a Gibson Les Paul neck. And so anyway, there she is, a few scratches, dings. Look at the dust. So I'm going to be polishing her, but I'll let you hear what she sounds like in the current condition, which is not good. She sounds like this. There she is. So she's got marks and dings all over her, a few dents. That's what she sounds like with, I think these strings have been on about 4 years. So I know, yes, shameful, and it's dusted up to hell. In fact, I can almost write I can write my name in it. Some of you are going to be a little bit horrified at this, but this is how I do it. So I'm going to loosen the strings. And then we're going to cut them up, guys, cut them up. Love the tuning pegs on this guitar, really cute. There's a G string, dying to death. That's it. And all you need is a pair of these. Number one. Number two, number three. I can feel how rusty these strings are. I know she's very shameful. You guys will probably be cringing me doing this. Or pleased for the guitar that the old ones are coming off. So there we are. There's the Sheryl Crow. There's the Sheryl Crow label. And the neck's not too bad. So you probably wondered, if you've got yourself one of these, you probably wondered what that notch is for there. It's for this. Watch this, you're going to enjoy this, guys. It's for popping out these puppies. There we are. Like a tooth, isn't it? That's what they're for, that's what this notch is for. So whoever designed this had acoustic people in mind as well. How cool is that? Slide it under and lift up. She's got quite a nice sheen on it now, thanks to Mr. Sheen. There's quite a few dings on it. There's a ding just there, and then there's a ding just there. Almost a hole. Now you saw me talking about this product when I was working on the Jimmy Vaughan Strat. That was a lacquered, that's actually a lacquered neck, maple neck, whereas this is bare wood, rosewood. You can feel the grains and so forth. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wipe this down with a dry cloth, just to get, because I can feel the grime and muck on it. And then I'm going to put this oil on the fretboard, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, this is Music Nomad fretboard F1 oil. Cleans, conditions and protects. 100% natural oils, petroleum and wax free. And it's a great bit of kit. So all I do with this, and it does seem to work, especially in the dry temperatures that we get over here in Greece, is I'm just going to put a dab on each fret like this. Okay, that's what I do. Doesn't want a great deal, because what I'm going to do is just rub it in with my finger and then leave it for a few hours to soak in, and then dry off any excess. There we are. And I found it to be really, really good. There we are. Yes. There we are. I don't want a great deal. Because we can get, when this is in the boot of the car, in say July or August here in Greece, it can reach up to 50-60 degrees centigrade in the boot of the car. Of course it dries all the wood out. But this is the Sheryl Crow acoustic. And so I'm going to rub this in with my finger now. This is how I do things. I just basically just very lightly brush it over the fret. You'll see how this fingerboard comes up. Really nice. Probably need a little bit more on that end bit, so I'll do that in a minute. But it really feeds the wood and stops it from cracking. Doesn't stop me from cracking up, but and as the product marketing says, it protects and feeds and polishes and cleans. So what with this F1 oil and Mr. Sheen, make a very good team. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. I should be a songwriter, shouldn't I? So that's what I do. I'm not rubbing it in, I'm just gently rubbing it across the grains of the wood so that it covers all the areas of the fretboard to feed that wood. I don't really use this guitar very often, just for strumming at barbecues and perhaps trying out a few new songs. But you can see how nice this has come up now. Looks like clear varnish at the moment. And any excess I've got where I put probably a little bit too much up the top here, I'll actually transfer down there onto my finger, down to that first fret. That probably needed a bit more. So we'll go down to here. Yes. Right up to the nut. There we go. That's about that then. So there we are. So I'm going to let that feed in now, probably for a couple of hours before I do any more work. Just let that soak in. I'm going to leave it on the tabletop here, so the only way it's going to drip is down, so hopefully down into the grain. That's it. There we are. But all guitars sound awesome when they've been restrung. They really do. Look at the state of that headstock. I'm also going to do this bridge plate. Because at the end of the day, this is rosewood as well. So, sorry if the video's getting blurred at times. I'm trying to do this as a video at the same time. So again, I'm just going to rub this into the grain, into the wood, all the way along there, all the way along the string access holes. There. I'll wipe off any excess that's gone onto the body. There we are. So, looking nice and shiny thanks to F1 oil. There we are. Good stuff. This comes highly recommended, and I have used it over the last couple of years and it seems pretty good. There we are. So next stage, guys, next stage is a wipe down. Okay guys, welcome back. I've let this F1 fingerboard oil soak into the fingerboard for 24 hours, so that's well dry now. It's all soaked in. So I'm going to just wipe that down and polish it up now with this cloth. But before I do that, I'm going to clean this headstock because, as you can see, it's quite dusty. Pretty dusty. So I'm going to give that a squirt with Mr. Sheen, which is just a normal regular furniture polish. Give that a squirt on there and give it a good clean. And then I'm going to do the rest of the body while I've got the strings off and the neck, back of the neck, and then I'm going to also oil the tuners. These are those lovely little tuners, beautiful, really nice. As I say, this is an 18-year-old guitar, and so we'll see what she sounds like when it's got its new strings on. Oh yes. So, there we are. Right, so she's all nice and clean now. She is. It's a beautiful guitar and it's absolutely gorgeous to play. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this WD-40 into the machine head. Just to lubricate them. That's pretty much it. And then all I do then is, obviously that's dripping down there, so let's wipe some of that down for a minute. Right, and just turn it round. That just basically lubricates the mechanisms inside. That's them done. And then I'll do the other one. If you're wondering why I've got the cloth there, it's to hide the serial number, in case there's any Chinese copycats out there, of which we know that there are, unfortunately. They seem to copy bloody everything. Right, so I'm just going to turn these round, as I say. It just lubricates all the inside of these windings. There we are, good stuff. Yeah, you can feel them loosen up nicely. There we are. Because while you've got all the strings off, you might as well get all these little jobs done at the end of the day, you know. Oh, something I haven't shown you. Let me show you where it plugs in, because this is also plug-inable. It has a jack socket right just there, and it's got an internal pickup which is under here, under the bridge. And as I say, she plays beautifully. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of oil in there, just to oil those bits inside to help the jack socket, the jack plug to slide in and out nicely. So there we are. So what I'm going to do now is this is where the F1 fret oil, fingerboard oil, I keep saying fret oil, fingerboard oil was put. And as you can see, it's nicely soaked in and dry now, so I'm going to give that a bit of a buffing as well. When I was a young man, I used to love maple necks. But as I've gradually got older, I actually prefer rosewood necks. Strange really. But one of those things that you learn and change as you grow older, more experienced. These frets are coming up nice now. Yeah, so by the time she's restrung, she should be extremely sexy. See what you think to that then. You can see the sheen on it. On the fret, there we are on the fingerboard. Beautiful. So there we are guys, so time for a restring. Let's rock. Now on this guitar I'm going to use the nickel wound D'Addario 10s to 46s. Which is ideal for me for a bit of acoustic playing, and I found these strings to be excellent. They last a long time, perhaps not 4 years, which is what these strings are on for, but I found them to be excellent, so I'm going to restring them now, and I'll show you how I do that. It's all good stuff. Here we are. Here's the strings. So I always go start on the bottom end first, the bottom E and the A strings. There we go. And with D'Addario, the brass string, the brass ball, it's always the bottom E. I've been using D'Addario strings for about 15 years. I found them to be very, very reliable. Very hard wearing, and in general a damn good string, a damn good rock and roll string. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to try and do this with the camera. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this with the camera, but basically I'm going to pop the string into there, okay, just like that, and then you've got this tooth, as I call it. It's like a tooth. And I make sure that the string, it's not easy to hold the camera while I'm doing this, I make sure the string goes into that groove there. You see the groove? When it goes in, you see the groove there? I make sure that that goes into like that, you see? And it locks in because of that ball end. And that's how I do things. So that's what I'm going to do now. So the string in, like that, tooth in, actually a peg. Press it down, you'll hear that. And what I do, and this might horrify some of you, with the flat end of the pliers, I just tap like that. Okay, well that's pretty good. That will have hopefully locked in. Okay, and then, so there we are, there's a close-up for you. And then again, all I do, I go one, in this case on an acoustic, I go one. And what I mean by one is from there to there, string length. Alright. There we are. So basically I've fed the string through there, alright, and I've straight through the hole. Let me show you like that. The hole gone. There it is. So the string goes straight through the hole, yeah, and then I bend it round and under. And there is a reason for that. Okay, because when this wraps up, you will see that it locks that string into place, and it will never ever slip, ever. Alright, now I'm going to stretch it like that. Now you can hear that it's actually already gone down in key. So let's do that again. Tune it up. So make a note of that. There we are. Alright, that's where it is now. Now I'm going to stretch it. See, you can hear it's gone down again. So you just keep stretching it like this until it doesn't go down. So there's we are again. Alright, now I'm going to stretch it again. It's just gone down a slight amount. There, here we are again. That's that. Then stretch it. It's just slightly down, it's nearly there. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. Stretch it, there we are. So if I now tune it up one step, alright, hear that? So now if I stretch it, it should stay the same. There you are. Job done. Rock and roll, guys, rock and roll. Right, so once again, I'm going to put this A string in now. I'm sorry about the wobbly camera. There's the end. There we are. There we are. So that goes in there like that. Let's get another peg. Make sure the slot is in line with the string. Like so. Alright. Pull the string up so it locks in to the bottom of the peg. Then I'm going to just bend that a little bit. Tap the peg like that. And then I've lined the hole up so it's pretty straightforward to just slot that through there like that. Put it in its nut place. Okay, so there we are, that's that. Let's move the guitar back a bit. There we are, right. So this is what we do. Put it in the A string slot, and then I'm going to, it's 2 times the length, push it back, then I'm going to go under, okay, under, pull on it, then wrap it over like that, okay, like that. And I'm going to tighten it up with my string winder. All good stuff. Give it some tension, pull on the string, and let that lock into place, because that's not going to move at all. That will not move. No matter how much you bend it and offend it, it will not move at all. And it looks like my string winder might have broken. Oh no, it's alright. Thought my string winder had broken then for a minute. There we go. Oops, got my finger stuck. Put it in the slot. So, now we're going to stretch the A string. Okay. So there we are. Now if I tune the A string to the note that I've done on the E string, right? There we are, bang on in tune with the E string, except the A string hasn't been stretched yet, so what's the difference when I stretch it? Alright, just a bit of tension on it, that's all. See? That's the E string. This is now the A string after stretching. So stretch it again, a bit more. It's gone down even further. Stretch. Nearly. Hope this is helping you guys. Right, nearly there guys, nearly. That's after stretching it now. I'm stretching the A string. You can see how much I'm pulling it up. A good inch. That A is dead on in tune, it's been stretched, so it doesn't matter how much I bend it, it will not slip because it's wrapped around the tuning peg and will not slip, and it's been stretched as well. So anyway, I'm going to do the rest of the guitar guys. Hopefully it's been of help to you, and don't forget to leave some comments if it has been of help. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you want. It'd be great to have you on board. It's always nice to hear from you guys. So I'm going to do the rest of the guitar and then I'll play a little tune on it for you, something you might recognise. Alright, so catch you in a bit. That's it guys, all done. So all I've got to do now is tune the old girl up and I'll play you a little tune, alright? Hope this has been of help to you guys, and don't forget to subscribe, as I say. It'd be great to have you on board. So there she is, wow. Okay, let's tune the old girl up, shall we? Let's see how we go. I always tune up. What I mean by that is never tune down. So if this was sharp, I wouldn't leave it at that. I'd go one step further, one step down. That E has dropped a bit. There we are. Give him a little stretch again. Just a little stretch. Gibson Sheryl Crow acoustic, strung, polished, cleaned, fretted, oiled and sorted. Alright, thanks for watching guys, take care and rock and roll.